Beginning in the 4th century, many women sought a hermit's existence in the desert of Scetis, just as did many men. The women were known as Ammas, or mothers, while their counterparts were known as Abbas, or fathers. There were saints in the group. Some of their names are Syncletica, Theodora, Sarah, Melania, Athanasia, Euphemia, Sociana, and there were many others. More than 40 saintly Ammas are remembered with feast days. Here is some of their wisdom offered for your meditation.
Amma Syncletica. In the beginning, there are a great many battles and a good deal of suffering for those who are advancing towards God, and afterwards ineffable joy. It is like those who wish to light a fire. At first they are choked by the smoke and cry. So we also must kindle the divine fire in ourselves through tears and hard work. Just as the most bitter medicine drives out poisonous creatures, so prayer joined to fasting drives evil thoughts away. Be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. Being like serpents means not ignoring attacks and snares of the devil. Like is quickly known to like. The simplicity of the dove denotes purity of action. It is not good to get angry, but if this should happen, the Apostle Paul does not allow you a whole day for this passion, for he says, "Let not the sun go down." Will you wait till all your time has ended? Why hate the man who has grieved you? It is not he who has done the wrong, but the devil. Hate sickness, but not the sick person. Just as it is impossible to be at the same moment both a plant and a seed, so it is impossible for us to be surrounded by worldly honor and at the same time to bear heavenly fruit. My children, we all want to be saved, but because of our habit of negligence, we swerve away from salvation. Amma Sarah. It was said of Mother Sarah that for 60 years she lived beside a river and never lifted her eyes to look at it. Some monks from Scetis came one day to visit Amma Sarah. She offered them a small basket of fruit. They left the good fruit and ate the bad. She said to them, "You are true monks of Scetis." Amma Theodora. There was a monk who, because of the great number of his temptations, said, "I will go away from here." As he was putting on his sandals, he saw another man who was also putting on his sandals, and this other monk said to him, "Is it on my account that you are going away? Because I go before you wherever you are going." There was a monk, an anchorite, who was able to banish demons, and he asked of them, "What makes you go away? Is it fasting?" They replied, "We do not eat or drink." He asked, "Is it vigils?" They replied, "We do not sleep." He asked, "Is it separation from the world?" They replied, "We live in the desert." He asked, "What power sends you away then?" They said, "Nothing can overcome us but only humility." Do you see how humility is victorious over the demons? Let us strive to enter by the narrow gate. Just as trees, if they have stood before the winter storms, cannot bear fruit, so it is with us. This present age is a storm, and it is only through many trials and temptations that we can obtain an inheritance in the kingdom of heaven.
The mothers of the desert labored hard to achieve wisdom and peace with God. More recently, the sisters of the Benedictine Women's Monastery in Ferdinand, Indiana, presented this painting to their brother monks in the Benedictine Men's Monastery in St. Meinrad, Indiana. Perhaps you may consider this a picture of everyone who was spiritually present at the Last Supper. May God be with us all.